Tell me about getting red baited.
Well, somehow or other it seems to be kind of fading from my memory, because it was a very painful time, you know, to be red baited, to be singled out, to be accused of being an alien, or of being, say, anti-American or un-American and all that. So it created feelings that were very disturbing, see. Basically the idea was good, but the reaction against it, like for instance, the extreme example would be, for instance, what they did to Sacco and Vanzetti. I mean, they electrocuted. So all these people, for instance, were conscious that they were treading a razor's edge. Like in the case of the Rosenbergs, there were a couple of communists, they were executed. So the red baiting at that particular time in America was severe. I mean, it was so severe that one man, for instance, was a wonderful teacher, written a great book on the American Renaissance, Matheson. He jumped out of a fifth-story building and committed suicide. And he was the man who encouraged Truman Nelson to become an historical novelist. So you get scenes like that. You get the Un-American Committee running rampant all over America. So they're putting a blanket upon free thinking or all kinds of thinking. So it was a very difficult time. But I kind of boxed with it, you see. Because basically, you see, although I was in the party for a while, my roots were not so much in Russia as they were in the American Revolution. Because, see, the American Revolution was far ahead of the Communist Party. Way ahead, because it was 1776. And the American Revolution, they decided themselves that, you know, if you don't like the government, you can overthrow it. That was highly intoxicating, see. So, I mean, the contrast between that and Russian ideology is immense. The only thing is that the Americans themselves forget or put aside or won't deal with the fact that the Declaration of Independence gives us the instructions to change our government when we feel that it's not of any service to us. So it was a strange time, but on the other hand, I felt good about it because, well, this is my life, this is what I'm experiencing, this is part of this historical process, and it's like, for instance, I had one foot in Russia, I had one foot in America, but basically, it's like I was trying to carry the world with me, see? So to be limited in any particular ideology was a form of a straitjacket. You can't put a person in one ideology. The guy's got to be free to decide how he thinks and how he's going to approach these matters. So I had no problem because basically I felt good about the sense that I was given instructions by my forefathers. See? And so the business of the communist angle is just another phase where as you're growing and learning about politics, you learn from all these angles, you learn all the philosophies, and eventually, in time, you realize that the fundamental philosophies is ingrained in you, which is your own sense of truth, your own sense of experience, and each one of us has to go through it. So I'm pleased that I went through all that instead of, say, staying in one particular point of view. At least I know what it was to be a communist, see? I know what they had to go through. You see, and the irony about the whole situation is that I am an example of what I believe the socialism would bring about. We move out of the kingdom of necessity into the kingdom of creative expression. And you know, this whole business of being a hermit of the clouds is that I am dancing on the world is mine, I feel good about it, and if I were the ideology aims at, in other words, the government of the people, by the people, and for the people, in America or in Russia, from each according to his need, and from each according to his talent. So all these ideas are part of the process. See? So I am an example in the sense that The Hermit of the Clouds may be a book that could be translated in Russia, and the Russians could invite me there to show them that I'm an exemplar of the American spirit, which is also the Russian spirit, which is the German and Japanese and all other national spirits. In other words, be yourself, be in tune with yourself, with your country, with the universe, you're there. And this is something that all the people could aim at. So I mean, oh God, if he can do it, I can do it. So it's beautiful. So people are inspired by that because everything that's inside them is there to be mined. Bring it out. Take a chance. And that's what I've been doing all my life. And it's worth it in the long run. Because how many people live and die? Did they find out who the hell they were? What did they want to be? Couldn't be. Well, why, for instance, why did I come? What was driving me? What was driving me toward all this? Economics, religion, politics, philosophy, poetry, the whole business. I'm driving toward what? What is life for? When I'm talking, do you get the sense that this fucking guy's dancing here? See? So if I'm talking and giving you an impression, is it still on? If I'm giving you an impression of myself, and you get the sense of this guy dancing, he's not concerned with the opposite. He's not concerned with anything. All he's doing is dancing. See, when you dance, you forget everything. When you're making love, you forget everything. If you forget everything when you're enjoying yourself, that's the state the world is in. It's got to do with fame or fortune or money. It's got to do with nothing except the state of being. That high place that all these kids are taking crack to get at. And they go out killing for money to buy things. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. It's mad. But that's the way our society is created. Don't forget, I'm not a part. I'm not in this game. I'm outside. I'm by myself. My values are different. Because I got one life and I'm going to live it to the hilt, according to how I feel about what I experience. And if my sense of unity is within me, that's where I stay at.